So one of the things that we've heard from people is they're very interested in the audio program that's included in this package. So Anthony, would you mind sharing with us what this audio program is about and what people will be learning in it?
Yeah, I'd love to, Clay. Well, you remember we did the first version of this workshop, Cracking the Success Code, in February. We did a 4-week training. It was 2 hours a week, 8 hours of training, and we have the entire 8 hours on these CDs. So this CD program contains the entire word-for-word training that we did in February. Now what that means is that people are really getting 2 workshops in one, because not only are they getting this upcoming workshop in May, but because they're getting the CDs of the first one, they're going to be able to listen, to re-listen to these ideas over and over again and really embed these ideas in their consciousness. And for me, as a trainer, it means I don't have to worry about covering this material in as much detail as I did before, because people now have the CDs. So I'm going to be free to have more interaction with the audience, answering more and more questions. We're going to be doing a lot more creative visualization work. We're going to be playing some music, and we're going to be doing some inner work where people can relax. I'll be guiding them through some what you might call time travel meditation exercises to be exploring their past, exploring their future in a very unique way. So I'll be able to do that because the first workshop is contained on these CDs.
Excellent. To be able to go over this content over and over again definitely adds value and helps reinforce this information as well. So that's great. Thanks, Anthony. Another part of the registration package is Anthony's ebook, Mind, Time, and Power. Most ebooks are only about 10 pages that people receive for free, but this one is 200 pages filled with word for word the exact information included in his book. Anthony, do you mind sharing with these people what this book is about and what people will learn when they read it?
Yeah, thanks, Clay. Well, this book is really my life. This was supposed to be my PhD thesis when I was in university. I spent 15 years researching and writing this book. And because of some circumstances, a car accident, whatever, I never did complete the PhD. But this book really contains, in truth, it contains my life's work. And it's about how consciousness works. It's about the fact that your mind is equally connected to the past and the future. That's why it's called Mind, Time, and Power. What psychologists have recently discovered, something that I talk about in the book, is that your mind works in the future the same as it works in the past. So you have something which you can call future memory, which works exactly the same as your memory, which gives you information about the future. And of course, the way to make that work, the way to tie that into your life, is to learn how to set goals. So a big part of this book is also how to set goals, how to plan your life, how to literally become the architect of your future. So that's also included, and I wanted to include this in the package because some people are visual learners, so they can read the book. Some people are auditory learners. They like to listen, so we're giving them the CDs. And some people are kinesthetic. They like the live experience, so we're going to be doing the live event. So that was the reason I wanted to include this book in this package.
I recently read this book in January, and I had set 4 major goals for myself in the year. And after reading this book throughout January and halfway through February, I had achieved them all already. So after reading this book, it's time to set some bigger goals for yourself, myself included. Thanks, Anthony. Another aspect of registration is people receive a workbook. So as you're going through the workshop and being provided with the information, the content from Anthony, you have the opportunity to document everything from your own perspective so that you can take it home and review it on a regular basis. Anthony, do you mind sharing with us a little bit about what people can use this workbook for after the workshop is finished?
Absolutely. What I have found is that certain ideas contain very specific kinds of energy for you. Like if I ask you to think about graduating from high school, how did you feel when you graduated from high school? Positive energy floods back into your body, right? You feel powerful, you feel confident, you feel happy, you feel successful because of that experience, of that memory. So by writing down very specific ideas, what I call past successes, in this workbook, people are going to have a whole series of very specific memories, very specific events, very specific situations in their life that once they identify them and once they find them and they write them in this workbook, they'll be able to call back that energy anytime they want. They'll be able to feel successful, they'll be able to feel happy, they'll be able to feel loved, they'll be able to feel joyful just by reading over the ideas in that workbook.
And then you never forget how to implement this stuff in your life as well. Excellent. So Anthony, there's so much information out there nowadays that people can choose to study from different people and organizations that's going to transform their lives. So would you mind sharing with us how you chose to create your content for people and why people should be learning this information from you?
That's right. There's a lot of information out there. I've read all the books, and I'm sure a lot of the people watching this video have read a ton of books and attended a ton of courses as well. So I started on this path of self-improvement, personal empowerment, life design in the mid-70s. And I took a program called Silva Mind Control Method, which a lot of people have heard about. There's a program called Quantum Jumping, which is an outgrowth of the Silva method. Programs like Think and Grow Rich, and there's a program called the Master Key System, which a lot of people don't know about, but this was the program that Napoleon Hill said was the inspiration for him behind Think and Grow Rich. I took this program in the mid-70s, and it was a series of 20-minute thought exercises that I did every day for a year. And this system taught me how to reprogram my brain. And what psychologists now at Harvard University have discovered is that the brain is plastic. And what I realize now in retrospect is that this series of thought exercises that I spent 20 minutes every day performing literally had the effect of changing my brain, changing my thinking, and changing my life. So this is why I decided to include all of this material in this training. So it's very up to date, it's very powerful, it's very simple to implement, simple thought exercises. And what I've done is created a script for people with some very specific words that they just simply read these words into a microphone, listen to their recorded words every day for a few minutes, and that will have the effect of changing their brain and changing their thinking. So it's extremely powerful information.
Excellent. Thanks for sharing that information with us, Anthony. I hope that clarifies for you exactly what you'll be learning and what you'll get out of this upcoming workshop. Anthony, is there any final comments that you'd like to share with our audience here?
Yeah, I have one, Clay, and that is that, this information, as powerful as it is not going to do anybody any good unless they attend this workshop. You know what it's like when you go to the beach. You're looking at your friends wandering into the water, and you think, gee, should I go for a swim? Well, if you go for a swim, what you find out is, first of all, the water's pretty cold, but pretty quickly you get used to it. And once you're in the water, then it becomes very comfortable. So what I'd like people to do is to decide to jump in today. Jump into this workshop. It's fully guaranteed. We've already told them that. So at any time during the workshop, if they decide it's not everything that we say it is, we'll give them their money back, no questions asked. But if they don't take action, if they don't join this workshop, if they don't make a decision to invest in themselves and apply this material in their lives, it's not going to do them any good. So I just like to encourage people to take a chance on themselves, invest in yourself today, and change your life starting right now.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point. This workshop has a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you do not think that this information is going to transform your life, then ask for your money back and you'll get it. Jump on pinnacleevents.ca, check out all the details about the workshop, and register for your seat now.